Welcome back, family, to Heart Posture. Today we're going to be talking about the dry bones in Ezekiel. And Israel is in exile at this point. So Ezekiel is prophesying from Babylon, right? And after Judah has been taken captive. The northern kingdom, the 10 tribes, were taken. And let me just tell you who the 10 tribes were. So the 10 tribes was Reuben, Simeon, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Manasseh, and Ephraim, right? So those were the 10 tribes. You had Judah, um, Benjamin, and some of the Levites that consisted of Judah going into Babylon. We're going to talk about the identity is broken and the nation is divided. This is the perfect moment for Yah to reveal his restoration plan. The prophecy has two parts. Most people only teach the first part. So there's going to be a second part to this, but we're going to go over the first part today. The first part of the dry bones. But the two sticks is the real identity prophecy. Part one, the dry bones, starts in Ezekiel 37. So that's 1 through 14. This is about a spiritual resurrection. Part two, it starts in Ezekiel 37:15 through 28. This is about national reunification. You need both to understand Yasharel's awakening. Number three, part one, the dry bones, our hope is lost. Ezekiel sees a valley of dry bones. Not bodies, not skeletons, but bones. This represents a people who lost identity, a people who lost memory, a people who lost unity, a people who lost hope. Ezekiel 37:11 says, they say, our bones are dried up, our hope is lost, we are cut off. This is the condition of Yasharel in exile. But Yah says, I will breathe on you. I will raise you. I will restore you. I will bring you back to your land. This is the spiritual awakening happening today. The two sticks, the identity prophecy. This is the part most people skip, but it's the key to understanding the lost tribes. Yah tells Ezekiel, take one stick and write for Judah. This represents Judah, Benjamin, Levi, the priestly tribe, the Jews. Take another stick and write for Joseph or Yosef, the stick of Ephraim. This represents the 10 tribes, the northern kingdom, the scattered house of Israel, Yasharel. Then Yah says, join them into one stick in your hand. This is the prophecy of reunification, restoration, identity, awakening, the end of division. What the two sticks mean today, Judah, the Jews, us, those who are here in Babylon, America, still identified today. Ephraim, Israel, Yasharel, is the scattered tribes. They're scattered globally, lost among the nations, but prayerfully awakening. This prophecy says they will remember who they are. They will return to covenant. They will reunite with Judah. They will become one nation again. So that's Yah's promise to us, that we will wake up, we will remember who we are, and that is happening today. I mean, if you're on YouTube, if you're on any type of social media, and you have what they say, build your algorithm to what you're looking for, what is most important to you, you will see a lot of people starting to wake up and remember who they are and understand and believe with a whole heart that they are Yasharel, that we are Judah here in the Americas, right? It's a wonderful thing to see from young to old. It's just beautiful to really see this happening at this time. So what they say, what a beautiful time to be alive, right? And so um Ephraim, Yasharel is the scattered tribes. All of us are scattered. We are all in captivity in our captivity land at this time. But Yahuwah, he will restore us. Lost among the nations, but awakening. This prophecy says they will remember who they are. They will return to covenant. They will reunite with Judah and they will become one nation again. This has not happened yet, but we're all waiting, which means we are living in the time of its fulfillment. So we're living in prophecy because Yah promised that we will wake up, and we see this happening now. And if you are watching this video and you're like, you've been wondering and researching and trying to understand who you are, if you're here in Americas, you are either part of Judah, Benjamin, or the Levites. You don't have to look any further. But also do your research and also read your word, because it's important. And not just the Old Testament, not just the Bible. I don't really like to call it the Old Testament, but the beginning books, the Torah, the five first books of the Holy Scriptures, the Besorah. So I would recommend, reading a lot of the Isaiah and Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Amos, Hosea, all of those prophets. They talk a lot about the regathering. Even Paul speaks about it. I believe in Romans 11, he says, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. And do you think that Yah has forgotten us? No, he hasn't. He will regather us. So, that is spoken about. And then in James 1:1, talks about the diaspora, the scattering. So, just read your word, so that way, and ask Yah for understanding, edification, wisdom, knowledge, so that way these things can get into you, so you don't have to second guess, that you will be excited and happy in this time to know who you are, because we have lost our identity through generations of many things happening to our people. So again, this is a great time to be alive. This is the messianic prophecy: one shepherd, one king, one nation, one people. The division between Judah and Israel will end, right? So one day we will be all together as one. The restoration steps, according to Ezekiel 37. Awakening. Dry bones come together or come alive. Identity restored. Reunification. The two sticks became or become one. Nation restored. Covenant renewal. God, Yah, writes his law on their hearts. Cleansing. Idolatry and confusion removed. Once you realize who you are, you're no longer confused. You know that you know who you are in Yah and Yahuwah and Yahusha, right? Kingdom, Messiah, Hamashiach, Yahusha reigns over a united Yasharel. He will be our king. This is the full prophetic arc, right? The message for Yasharel today is the revelation of the dry bones are awakening. The scattered tribes are remembering. The two sticks are coming together. Identity is being restored. Covenant is being renewed. Prophecy is being fulfilled. You are living in Ezekiel 37 right now. So I just want to go to Ezekiel real quick, and I just want to read the first part of Ezekiel 1 through 14, if that's okay with you. So if you have your book, your Bible, go ahead and turn to that with me, and we can read this together. Ezekiel 37, 1 through 14. We're going to read that, okay? This is the valley of the dry bones. The hand of Yahuwah was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of course, here it says the Lord, but we're going to say Yahuwah, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, come, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahuwah, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy upon the bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahuwah. Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live. And ye shall know that I am Yahuwah, the great I am. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Verse 9. Then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, Son of man, and say to the wind, Thus saith Yahuwah, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon the slain, that they may live. Verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. They came alive and stood up on their feet, and he said that they were a great army. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Yasharal. Behold, they say, Our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith Yahuwah, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Yasharal. He's saying that these are slain. These were those who were slain. These are those who, let's just speak to these times. These were his children who were in captivity, those who were in slavery, who got murdered, unalived through slavery, the transatlantic slave trade, all these things. So we got to remember a lot of Yasharel is going to come to life, right? During these times when second Exodus comes. So I'm going to read that part again. Therefore prophesy, that's verse 10. Verse 12. This is verse 12. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith Yahuwah, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Yasharal. And ye shall know that I am Yahuwah. when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves. 14. And put my spirit in you, and ye shall live. Now, this could also mean spiritually, right? We didn't come alive until we allow Yahusha to come into our lives, into our hearts. But I believe this is also physical. 14. And I shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, Yahuwah, have spoken it and performed it, said Yahuwah. I'm going to go up to 20. Verse 15. The word of Yahuwah came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Yasharel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, Yasharel, his companions. 17. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand. Verse 18. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, Thus saith Yahuwah, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, Yasharel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Yehuda, Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. Verse 20. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thy hand before their eyes. All right, so I do recommend that you read all of Ezekiel 37 because it's very powerful. You know, it's a prophecy that has not yet come, but it's starting to be fulfilled, right? And like I said, you know, he's saying out of the graves. That is a physical thing that hasn't happened yet. And so we will see a lot of Yahuwah's miracles and restoration in this time. And I just pray that we all are wakening up at this time. And I just pray that we all come together and be as one, as a family, as um, one tribe, as one nation, right? And it's just a beautiful thing to think about because, you know, you think about all the other, you know, nations. They know their history. They know where they come from. They know who they are. And here, you know, us as the Black Americans and others that are scattered across, you know, they may, depending on where they are on the four corners of the earth, you know, they may know a little bit more history, right? But especially the children of Judah, right? Some of the children of Benjamin and Levi, you know, we definitely lost our way. Clarification from Yahuwah, that's okay. He wants us. He tells us, you know, test everything, but hold fast to what is good. So we're in that time where, yes, we have to test every spirit, test everything, research on our own. Don't just take things from me or anybody, you know what I'm saying? Do your research, you know, and so that way you're edified in this time. And like I said from earlier, you know that who you are in Yahuwah. So I pray that this blessed you. And I just want to say until next time, family, we will come together. The next video I will be doing, Abba Yah willing, will be the part 2 of Ezekiel and the dry bones. All right. Peace, love, and baraka, mishpachah. Shalom.